Yeah, man. Just being kept away, from all of this knowledge. Just being just through the, like I say, just through the educational curriculum, being kept away from this knowledge of who the African people in America are, of who African people are. Period. You know, and white people um must understand that, just as a race, that whites were the last to appear on the planet Earth. Whites, just if you do your research, and draw your dots on all your facts, man, it's just a fact what I'm saying, that white people were the last people to appear on planet Earth. Making them just basically, I mean, not anything bad at all. I mean, just but just basically making them the youngest group of people on the planet. You understand? And black people are the most ancient people on the planet. Every race on the planet sprung and evolved from Africa. You understand? So just being the little brother, of the planet is very backwards. That people would have the government call them big brother. You know what I'm saying? Just these type of funny backwardnesses. You know what I'm saying? The Mexicans, the Mexicans are descendants of the natives. These things are very important to understand. This is why they play those word games, just as they play those word games with African Americans. Just they play those word games with black people or African Americans. And this is why they call them Mexicans now, and they do not want to acknowledge them as the descendants of the Native Americans. You understand? But see, just by their architecture, just by the architecture of these Mexican people, you can see, you can see this in their blood of who they truly are. And see, and if you understand true American history, that when Christopher Columbus and all these people came, that what they call Mexico was actually a part of this landmass. And Mexico is still a part of this landmass, and it was still a part of what they originally called America, or the United States. When Christopher Columbus them got here. So and that's why, and that's what bore the whole New Mexico thing. When you hear all these new names, that means that there's an old one somewhere else. Just like you have New York, or you have New Jersey, or you have New Hampshire, things like that. So you have all those news, and that's another way, to connect the dots. Just like I was telling you about DC, that's another way to connect the dots on why America is really little brother. And I guess that would make sense if they call it big brother. If they call it big brother for that purpose, because London is the big brother to America, that would just make sense. But just in that parallel, just in those parallels that I was just speaking on like New Hampshire, and the New York and the New Jersey and things like that. These are the news, because all the old ones are back in London and are back in England. You understand? And all the OGs are actually back home. Back in England. Very important to understand. So when you really have this covert attack, basically based upon words, that's a great point that I'm really trying to bang in here, just about the words, and I'm calling them Mexicans, when, as I say, they're really, the descendants of the Native Americans. You understand? That's why they're trying to keep them out, because of their grand architecture, because of their grand architecture. And this is very real. This is very real, very real, very real. And very, very important to understand. And another thing that I would like to talk about is just faith. Like I was talking earlier, and I really don't want people to. I don't want you to get it twisted. We all have to have faith, but I'm speaking on people using faith just as a scapegoat. Just as a spiritual scapegoat. So many times in church, whenever people don't have an answer to a question, people just say you just gotta have faith. And people, widely accept that as an answer in the church. In the church house, just somebody saying, oh, you gotta have faith. It's like faith is the answer to everything. When that is not the goddamn truth. That is just some blind shit. I mean, of course we all gotta have faith. I mean, just doing God's work. I mean, just speaking the truth. Just see, as Christians, it says in the Bible that we have a duty to expose these evils. Okay, that we have a duty to expose these evils. Jesus was in the business of exposing the evils, the lies, the miseducation. Jesus, as Christians, that you are supposed to be in the business, of exposing these evildoers. So having faith is something when you know who you are. Having faith. All of these things that Christians say. No weapon shall form against me. All this shit to really be some cliche bullshit. But really don't have the actions behind it, and really having everything backwards, just like I'm really banging in and really expressing in this lecture. So understanding that faith is ultimately a sacrificial gesture. Faith is a sacrificial gesture, and faith and sacrifice go hand in hand. Understanding these type of things, speaking against the evils, not caring, how can you have faith when you're scared of speaking at your job? You're scared to say something at your job. You always tell your child, or you know what to do. You know not to say that. Look, just the crazy shit, just simple shit shows us that we are O ye of little faith. That we are O ye of little faith, and we have no idea as to who we truly are. We are not balls of flesh. We are not this. And these are the types of things. So understanding that just turn against God, so many people are afraid. So many people are afraid that they're disrespecting God, or God's gonna get them for this or that. Turn against God is just not doing that right voice inside of you. Turn against God is when you do not follow your heart. Is when you're not following. And so many of us are not following our hearts, just because we sit by and we witness continuous crime based on this backwards psychology and this backwards clone that we have unconsciously duplicated. And just simple things, because faith isn't a play job. You understand? Faith isn't a play job, and that's why I really had to address that. That's why I really felt the need to address that. Because faith isn't a play job. Faith isn't a scapegoat concept. Faith is something that ultimately one shouldn't even have to even say. That's something that is ultimately speaks louder with action. And another backwardness, grand backwardness, for black people to have all of this history, for black people to have all of this rich history and all of this, radiant, beautiful history, it is amazing to me that in Georgia, we are so ignorant that we actually go out and we celebrate things like Cinco de Mayo, which isn't. I mean, and that's all good because black people, we're ultimately a cultural people. We are a world loving people. We are a world people. We celebrate Cinco de Mayo, but then we have Nigga Day. We just call it Nigga Day. You know what I'm saying? We go to Nigga Day, but having no true knowledge of who we truly are. Off the wall ignorance and backwardness like that. Cinco de Mayo to Nigga Day. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said, all in our English linguistics is the backwardness. The whole to say that those are primitive people. When they speak of the ancient people, and you hear Europeans speaking ancient people, we always let them speak of we always let them speak of the ancestors. Although the primitive people as if they were a lesser people or something. But hold up, the word primitive, the prefix in the word primitive is prime. For someone to be in their prime, people always say, so in their prime. That means that you in the highest epitome of who you are. You understand? Just those type of engravings and misconceptions of words. You know what I'm saying? Those type of engravings and misconceptions of words. Understand that everything that I'm presenting to you, so many people may have an attitude, you know, whether it be black or white. I don't give a fuck. You know, I really don't give a fuck. You know, but because my job, you know, my job is, you know, even if it is to even if it is to anger one, you know, but that is what the truth is supposed to do. The truth is an all-consuming. God is an all-consuming fire. The Bible tells you that God is an all-consuming fire. And as I was explaining to you earlier, God is 100% truth. You know, so when I'm presenting this truth and you're getting angry, that's the fire that we need. But see, understand how to conduct that fire. Understand how to study and understand how to reward yourself with knowledge. Understand the oneness and understand the job at hand, the duty at hand. You know. This is really what it is, you know. And I hope that this truth has been the fire, and I hope that this truth that has been the fire, you know. And ultimately, I hope that I have erupted, you know, erupted whatever, you know, whatever flame lies inside you, you know. And I hope that I have awakened you, and I hope that I've disturbed your illusion and fantasy, you know. And know that, you know, for so many people, you know, I really do commend anybody that has made it here, that anybody that has made it this long through the backwardness, because, you know, so many people are so fucking emotional. All that cursing, I can't take all that cursing and shit like that. But see, an awesome point is, see, and that's a program that everybody is under. That's a program that especially old people are under. You know what I'm saying? But the whole cursing program, you know, there is no such thing as a curse word. You know, if you can, I can only count all the curse words that you can. I mean, fuck, shit, damn ain't even no cuss word, just depending on how you use it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, shit, damn. You can't say motherfucker because that's like a diversion of fuck. So fuck, shit, bitch. I guess we could say bitch. Fuck, shit, bitch. But bitch is a female dog, so it like, But I guess it's how you use. But that's still 3. Fuck, shit, bitch. Can't say nigga because we have discussed that earlier, how we turned that into a whole power complex and a bridge back home to Africa. But fuck, shit, bitch. You can't even get to a second hand on a curse word. So what exactly is a curse word? A curse word is cursing. Cursing is when you wishing bad upon someone. You know, and saying what someone can't do. You know, just like saying, oh, you know, this ain't gonna happen. This ain't gonna happen. No, it's not gonna happen because you're not gonna do anything about it, and you don't want to do anything about it. You know what I'm saying? And this is ultimately what cursing is, you know, just like in a movie, when a witch is wishing bad upon someone, you know, that is what cursing is. You know what I'm saying? You know, these type of backwardness. It's not a word program. And see, black people especially shouldn't give a fuck about fuck, shit, damn, none of that shit. See, that ain't none of the emotional program for you to get caught up on it, for you to miss knowledge that somebody's dropping. You understand? Because ultimately the English language ain't even our goddamn language. You know what I'm saying? So we shouldn't even give a fuck about how to say some shit or none of that, as long as we get it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've never met another black person that doesn't understand what another black person is saying. You know, that type of shit. You know, that get out of that bullshit. You know, get out of that program. Oh, you know, man, you using all this, because that's not even our language in the first fucking place. You know, and that's why we have slang. That's why we have slang. And that's why we talking our own little lingo. You know what I'm saying? That's why we have slanguage. You know, because we don't give a fuck about their language. You know, that's why we have slanguage. You know, so just understand these types of things for sure.